Earth signs. Welcome to Earth, Wisdom, Fire Tarot. I'm Simone, and this is going to be a love reading. This could be for you and somebody that you love. It could be anybody. It could be a romantic situation, but it doesn't have to be. So, yeah, I'm doing readings, but just know that I'm not going to be able to do live readings pretty much all through August and maybe even deep into September. I'm going to be prioritizing my healing sessions in September. So I'm going to be explaining more about my healing sessions probably tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Very excited. And yeah, go ahead and get started. Okay, so the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. So that could be you, could be the person you're dealing with. This is the Earth reading. So it feels like, you know, things are going really steadily. You have two fixed energies here. Yeah, you have a lot of positive energy. Knight of Pentacles, Strength, Ace of Swords, and Princess of Pentacles. So it does feel like you're kind of in this space where neither of you is really playing any kind of games. You're very direct and very honest with each other. You both have a lot of pride. You both have a lot of pride in yourselves and just pride in general. But you're both very strong personalities. You have a lot to offer each other, and it just seems like you're very in harmony and in sync. You have the Sun and you have the Hanged Woman. So you have two major arcana here in the upright, and both of these are very like relaxed and happy and positive energy is what I'm getting. The Hanged Woman is usually just like very surrendered, very chill, just like letting the universe kind of steer things. So neither of you is really getting into any kind of ego games or playing any kind of, there's like no power struggle here. So you're very honest and you're both very in tune with your higher self. So with the Four of Cups being in reverse, I feel like any kind of energy that you maybe used to feel of like maybe feeling disappointed or having expectations has really dissipated. Like you've kind of let go of all expectations and you're just really embracing the present moment. So super positive so far. Let's look at your energy. Now look at your person's energy, and now look at your connection. Okay. So the bottom of the deck is the Lovers in reverse. Okay. Excuse me. So I feel like you're having trouble directing your energy where it's supposed to go. Because this Lovers in reverse makes me feel like you're kind of not fully out of alignment, but you're slightly out of alignment. Like not everything is really clicking, you know, super effortlessly when it comes to your own inner work or your own life. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse, you may be feeling like you're experiencing bad luck or you're not getting exactly what you want when you want it. But what's really happening, I feel like, is, and it's so interesting that I mentioned like egos aren't getting involved in your connection, but I think that it's been a struggle for you in the past, and ego is maybe like rearing its head here and coming to the surface and making you realize some shadow work things that you need to work on internally. You could be self-absorbed or you could be selfish sometimes, And I feel like it's not affecting this relationship, but I think that there's this fear that it's going to come up to the surface because you have this Nine of Swords, and it's like you're afraid of something that isn't true, like you're afraid of an illusion. So I think that you're experiencing a lot of self-doubt and a lot of you're experiencing a lot of resistance internally, and it's coming out as you being like this really strong, poised person. Like, and that's so interesting that I was talking about pride earlier, because it was like I could see how positive it was on the surface, but then I could feel that there was something else going on there. It's like pride and ego were just sort of like just about to peak out, just about to like, those kind of energies were just like a little bit underneath the surface. So I don't think this is difficult to correct for you. I think that you already have strategies, because I'm not feeling that you need to go far in order to kind of like rein this in, or, you know, get yourself back into alignment. Because I feel like um, when you did get into alignment, it was like a big deal. Like you could feel what it was like to finally be in alignment, and it felt comfortable. It felt good. But no kind of state is permanent, like the only constant is change. So even though things have shifted and things have changed a little bit, you know how to kind of get yourself back, or get yourself forward back into alignment, just moving forward, not like really trying to hold on to the past. So you're getting there. And you have the Ace of Wands in reverse, as well as the Princess of Pentacles in reverse. So what you may need to do is just kind of like express yourself creatively. I think if you just kind of started something, or put your energy into creating something tangible or something real, um, I think that would really help. I think it would help get you out of your head, get you out of any kind of negative thought loops, where you're feeling really disempowered, or feeling really ashamed, or like guilty. Definitely some shadow work stuff going on there, and I don't think that it's super deeply buried or subconscious to the point where you're not aware of it. It feels like it's more surface level. Um, so yeah, and I feel like I should say that my new healing sessions help out a lot with this kind of stuff. So if you're interested, check out my channel tomorrow. I'll be explaining what's going on. Okay. So we have the Chariot in reverse for the person that you're dealing with here. And yeah, they're very much like um they feel like they found the one. They feel like this is it. Like this is not going anywhere. I don't feel like this is headed at any point towards any kind of like fracture or separation or anything like that. I just feel like there's stuff that you're both working on internally. So this person is not like adept at dealing with their emotions and processing them and understanding them. So they're a little lost, and I feel like they're really wanting to talk to you about that, but they feel a little shy, and they feel like they don't know how to really talk about it. So they're kind of just like trying not to put anything on you. They don't want to like burden you or add to your stress, or anything like that. So they're kind of just like keeping a lot to themselves, and just like it's been piling up. And I think the best thing that you can do is actually to offer them support, and to be like, hey, if you're going through something difficult, like I'm here for you. You don't have to hide away. You don't have to hide what you're going through. You can be open about it. And I think that'll help this person relax a lot, and will really help them start transmuting their emotions and the difficulty that they're going through with the Temperance card. And I think that you're able to help each other, because you're pretty much going through the same thing. You're going through very similar things, where you have this shadow work that you need to do. And what's cool is that I don't feel like you actually have to be separate or have all this space from each other in order to do it. I think that you're actually able to learn from each other and get through it a lot more efficiently, because you have each other there. You have each other as a support. So it's almost like you're not realizing that you actually have each other as a support system. I think that you're both maybe used to doing everything alone. You're used to just kind of chugging along and just figuring things out yourself, and just being very independent. But now you have somebody there that you can work through these things through. Work through these things through. Is that right? I don't know. you're not alone, and that's really important. So we also have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, just like more confusion from them. Like the more they try to keep things to themselves, the more confused and lost that they'll feel. And then with the High Priestess, the key thing here is just like really listening to their intuition. Came out in the reverse because they're not used to listening to their intuition, used to like hearing that voice, and they're not used to, like, they might be newer to spirituality than you, and that might be why you're sort of like a guide for them, which I think came out in another reading as well. But I think it's like more like a mutually beneficial thing where it's not like you're leading them or they're leading you. It's like you're actually really in this together. That's really beautiful. There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of affection. It's just I think that you're both worried about being too much for the other person, but you're not. Like, both of you can handle it, and it'll actually benefit both of you to like really see each other that way and relate that way. Okay, so bottom of the deck is Ace of Swords again. So it showed up again. You definitely are on the same path here. Ten of Pentacles was like floating up towards the bottom of the deck before too. So you have the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, which is about both of you really being really independent, you know, being able to really build up some wealth or build up some abundance, you know, for yourself and be able to share that with each other. And it's like the more that you feed into yourselves, you feed into each other, the more and more abundance. It just feels like, yeah, you're both able to manifest abundance. Maybe not easily, but it's like it comes naturally to both of you. And together, it's like, wow, you're just like a match made in heaven for that. That's really great. I think the key thing here with the Ace of Swords is just being really transparent and being really direct and honest with each other and not feeling like you have to hide anything. Like, this person can handle your truth and you can handle their truth. And I think if you just make that clear to each other, it'll solve a lot of this resistance that you might be feeling internally. So yeah, you have the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands coming out together. So you're on the right path. You're on this path together, and you're taking it step by step. So you're in this stage now where you're choosing, like, do I want to be with this person? I think they're both choosing each other, and you're choosing that you want to be on this path. And the Three of Wands is being able to make plans and really have faith and trust that your energies, when they intertwine, will create more and more and more abundance, which is exactly what I'm feeling. So that's really dope. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So don't lose sight of what you're really passionate about and what you're really good at and and like your purpose. Like, what is it that you want to contribute to the whole, to the collective? And I don't think that this other person would even let you do that. Like, I think that you both really push each other and challenge each other in a really healthy way. But I feel like there's just like a little bit of a warning there. Just like make sure that you're not falling into past bad habits, past patterns where you got into cycles of overthinking or you really held yourself back because of like negative self-talk or just beliefs that were really outdated that needed, you know, to be aligned with your soul. Like, getting back into alignment is a key theme in this reading because it's like, you know what it's like to feel like you're in alignment, and it's totally possible to be in that state again. Just know that, you know, you're always in flux. Like, things are always changing. There's always this flow. When you find that flow back to where you're going, you know, it's really powerful how much you two can really help each other and grow and like have each other there as a support. You're not in this alone. So you have the Star in reverse. So I think that there's this fear that, you know, you're always going to need to be looking for problems or looking for things to heal. I think you just have to trust that you have done a lot of healing and that you're there. Like, you're at this point where you can really embrace your dream and live it. And if you have any kind of fear of this person like blocking your dreams or holding you back, I think you need to be like, you need to examine that. I'm not going to sit here and tell you because like everybody's different if that's the case, but I do feel like this is some sort of fear here. There's a fear here that this isn't the real deal. This isn't the full package, but it does feel like it's headed in that direction. So I feel like you should give it a chance, but you have to make that decision for yourself and really do some soul searching there. When the star is in reverse, I feel like it's when you're losing faith. You're kind of like questioning things. You're like, is this really, really what I want? Am I really gonna get the thing that I asked for, the thing that's gonna make my heart feel like it's singing? Like you are. You just have to really trust it. Um, and then you have the Hierophant, which is about, being committed and being in this for the long haul and having um this affinity for each other, for like channeling from the same place or um embracing the same kind of spiritual concepts. It's like you're on the same path and you really get each other on a very deep spiritual level. Like you can talk about things that you can't talk about with other people, especially when it comes to spiritual stuff. So yeah, you have a really solid connection and union, and there's a lot here that's like, fertile for growth. And then you have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So in the past, I feel like you might have been in a lot of relationships that weren't very equal and weren't very balanced. And I think that you just kind of have to find your balance in this one together. Like really try to be aware of it and try to address issues when it feels like there's imbalance or one person is doing a lot more than the other in certain areas, and just address it as it comes up. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, another kind of earth sign energy here. I think we've seen a lot of the earth court cards, and I really love like what this card represents in this deck. It just feels like this internal power being like manifested outward. Like once you can really master your own energy and like really understand manifestation on like a deep level, it's like the sky's the limit. Anything is possible, and you're like magnetizing a lot of abundance to you through your union, through what you're able to do for each other. I feel like you also really take good care of each other, and you should really keep that in mind that um, that isn't always the case. Like, I think it's just about not taking each other for granted and really appreciating what it is that you two have, because it does feel very special and it feels very right for both of you. Okay. So we have the Knight of Cups. So I feel like deep down, like not deep down, but there has been this fear in the past of following your heart because it has led you to places that, were very painful and really difficult to deal with. I feel like there's definitely a lot here um, that has already been healed. I think there's a definite fear that this kind of energy where you're feeling betrayed or you're feeling left out or lonely is going to come back. And you really need to pay attention to how this person makes you feel, how you feel in their presence, because I get the sense that you feel very well taken care of, you feel nurtured, you feel like you're at home with this person, but there's also these like past abandonment issues and these past betrayal issues that you're really, really trying hard not to project onto this person. Like you're very aware of all this. It's not like this stuff just like rearing its ugly head at the last minute. It's like you're very aware that you've gone through this in the past. And I feel like this other person is very aware too, but they really feel like they've hit the jackpot, like Nine of Cups. Like you're exactly what they wished for. Um, and they feel so at home with you. Like I love this combination here because it just feels like they feel so seen and understood and just taken care of and nurtured. Like, you have a very loving, sweet energy with each other, and it just feels very familiar to them, and that's what they really wanted. So with the Fool card, like, they decided to go all in with this. Like, they're all in. They are not hesitating at all. I think a lot of the hesitation here in terms of like building something solid together moving forward, I think a lot of the hesitation is on your side because of the past pain that you've experienced. And then you're getting this 10 of Wands as well, where it's like you're taking on this really, really heavy burden. You've taken on way too much in the past. And I really just, I feel like this person really does want to help. They want to be there for you. They're very open to healing and to evolving and growing spiritually. Like, they're not closed off from that at all. They're very open to it. So I feel like you also have something that you're supposed to be working on, something that is creative or pushes you somehow. And it's like the more that you try to suppress that energy, the more problems it causes for you. It's almost like it causes you health problems if you don't nurture that part of yourself, if you don't express that part of yourself that needs to be expressed. So some of you, it's like singing. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of different creative things, but some of you, it's like literally like in a throat way, throat chakra way. Because I was like having throat problems in this reading. I've been fine all day, but I've been having trouble with my throat. So there's something there for some of you. Some of it, maybe it's channeling or just like speaking your truth or writing. There's just a lot of things here that relate to your life purpose, that relate to the way that you're going to be able to support yourself and help heal other people as well. But you have to kind of let go of these past ideas that you had around how to support yourself or how to like be a part of a community or how to be a good partner. Like, there are a lot of misconceptions that you had before, a lot of old programming that isn't true. Like, there's like the sky's the limit here. Like, when you guys get together, like, or if you're already together, like, it's just, there's just so much you can create here together. There's so much abundance available to you. So don't hold yourselves back. Especially you. Don't hold yourself back, because it feels like a message specifically for you, the person who's watching this. Or if you feel like you're the person on the left in this reading, then the person that you're dealing with is going through a lot of inner work and shadow work, and just like embracing your purpose and your mission and all that. Okay, Union of Hearts. There is a connection of love that defies explanation. So you really truly are right there with each other. Like, you're very, very in tune with each other. There's a lot of love here. This isn't going anywhere. Act as if your partner is here, whether you have someone in your life or not. Act as if they are with you, so you'll always consider them. So this is about you two just being really, really in touch with each other's needs, and you feel each other's energy even when you're apart. Like, you just are very close. You have a very close emotional and spiritual bond. Be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. This is all about authenticity. That's really what this is. Until you can really truly be authentic, which I feel like you can't really be authentic until you're like expressing yourself, expressing this gift that you have. You're not going to really understand what true love is. You're not going to be able to fully embrace it and feel that and have that in your life. It's here. Like, this love is here, but if you're so afraid of losing it, or if you're so deeply entrenched in past pain that you can't be in the present moment, it's going to be a struggle. Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take breaks. So you need to be really gentle with yourself, like, during this process that you're going through the shadow work, going through this healing. It's big. It's a big, big shift you're going through. Take as much time as you need to rest and just be. I already saw that one. Let's do a different one. Okay, so we have joy. The energy of joy activates our feelings of happiness and well-being and supports a high vibrational frequency in our being. One of the first cards that came out was the sun, and this really, really matches that. Like, you really have the ability to experience true joy through this relationship. And that just is everything, right? That's what you want. That's so beautiful. So congratulations. Don't sabotage it. I'm not saying you'll sabotage it. I'm just saying that's where it was headed before you saw this reading. So hope it helps. Thank you so much. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in getting a reading or healing session, hit up my website, earthwithsomefire.com. Bye.